Today, I want to talk to you about the topic of CPR codes. I was consulting with a hospital and I happened to be there at a time when a hit by car dog came in. It was already dead. The owner was hysterical. They were sobbing. This was their baby. They actually had seen their dog get hit by a car. Very tragic. The door to their house opened up because someone was coming home and the dog slipped through someone's legs, ran out, and got hit by a car. And here was this person holding their beloved fur child, and they were begging the team, please save him, please save him. I heard a vet tech say, I don't think there's much that we can do. And the doctor said, I'm not sure we can save him. And the owner said, please, can you do CPR? Can you please save him? This is the importance. In this moment, it is imperative that we just do CPR. It's that owner's decision, and they wanted you to try CPR. I understand. I have done CPR on animals where rigor mortis has already set in, but it's not for our benefit. It's for the human being's benefit. What ends up happening is that grieving person goes home, and at the end of the day, they recount the events and they think they didn't even try. They didn't even see if they could save him. They didn't even try to do CPR. Maybe if I had taken them somewhere else, that could have saved my dog or my cat. And that's what they're left with, that guilt. And so when someone asks us to do CPR, we're going to do CPR. And we're not just going to do CPR. We're going to do CPR as if we're going to try to save that pet's life. Yes, you're correct. You're probably not going to save that animal's life. But none of you are perfect at CPR codes, myself included. And there's a lot that we can learn by doing them all the time, routinely. And if we get more comfortable with doing CPR codes on the patients that maybe we can't save, then when we do actually get a patient we can save, maybe we can actually get them back. If you're not familiar with Recover, which is the reassessment campaign on veterinary resuscitation, and if you check out Recover or type in veterinary CPR, I'm sure Recover will pop up. It has the guidelines and the gold standard for what is CPR in veterinary medicine. It's a worldwide organization that is dedicated to providing concrete, data-driven science as to what works in our veterinary patients and what doesn't work. And they're constantly going ahead and updating their guidelines. And so definitely check out Recover CPR if you're not familiar with. But the next time that a CPR code comes in and that client, that pet owner is begging you to try something, to please do CPR, just do it. You're not perfect at it. Get the team together. Figure out how to actually function and do the best CPR code you possibly can, because it means something to that owner, to that living. We can't take away that moment from that person. All we can do is have them leave feeling they've done everything they could possibly do for their fur kid. When we fail to do CPR, when we argue with them, when we say it's pointless, when we make fun of people in the back, because I've seen this time and time again, people saying, this is stupid. We're not going to get this cat back. Why are we even doing this? I'm sorry, but that's someone's fur kid and they asked you to do CPR and you're not great. You're not perfect. You're not amazing at CPR. Nobody is that perfect. So do it, because it's not just for you in that moment. It's actually for the person who has to go home and deal with the grief and the loss and process the fact, did I do everything that I can? Was this the right decision? And did the vet team do everything that they could? And if they can say, yes, I absolutely did everything I could to try to save my animal's life, and that vet team was there for me, then maybe the grieving can be a little bit easier. I know this is a tough topic, but something obviously I'm super passionate about. So I want you to rethink and reshape your own mindset for when you know an animal, you're not going to be able to get it back. Your process of how or when or why we do CPR, I want you to think about not just the animal, but the living person that has to go through and deal with the grief that's likely going to follow after. Thank you so much for listening, and keep on being a unicorn.